And welcome to our live audience on the live ALN LSA stream for this very exciting semi-final number 1 between the Raptors and the Bombers. And I'm joined in commentary tonight by Connor Morrison. Connor, welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Mate, it's looking a dream out here in the Thunderdome this evening.
Oh, yeah. Well, both teams are warming up well. We'll see how good it goes for them, though.
As we just see Evan Locke just putting one past the keeper, who's come in with a bit of controversy this evening. And but Bogger has come into as we nearly get a touch here. And there's a goalie, always a goalie. So, yeah, it's fantastic to be able to bring you live finals lacrosse on the ALN and LSA joint stream here. And as we were saying, yeah, so a bit of controversy through the Brighton side. Obviously, Bogger has come into the cage for the Bombers, and he is an ex-ice hockey goalie, so the guys may not know that. But he's certainly got the chicken wings out at the moment, and they're putting him through his paces out there. And up the other end, he's been outstanding, Dylan.
So he played for another team, though, did he not?
He played. No, he played for Brighton. He's obviously been refereeing, so he's one of the Zebras. So we say hello to all the Zebras out there. But he's been playing some field within the box, but obviously their normal keeper couldn't be here this evening. And as we nearly get another touch, as Gal just runs down to hear their last little few words. And so Bogger comes in, and we'll see how he goes, fresh off the pine. Because when you haven't seen and been in there for a while, it may take a couple of quarters to just start to see things.
For any position, really. Hand-eye coordination, especially going from up top or down low to up top, hockey, lacrosse, anything.
So, but Bogger was telling me he's all over this, and he's got Jesse Winnan's number. Jesse said he's going to shoot from about the halfway line to just test Bogger out. Make sure that he is up and going. But yeah, so 1v4 here in a knockout semi-final. The winner of this goes on to the grand final series. Our two referees this evening are Mr. Bobby Carter and Mr. Chris DeMello. And Chris DeMello will get us underway for the first face-off this evening. And what are your thoughts here, Connor? Which way are you going?
To be honest, I'm just ready to watch. I don't know anybody's names really.
That's all right. That's what I'm here for.
So I don't know. I'd have to go Raptors. I played both of them, but I think I'd go Raptors just purely on their experience.
Yeah. So the Raptors, I think, you're finishing number 1. They beat obviously the Sea Devils the other day, and quite convincingly. They had a bigger third quarter than the Sea Devils, as we see here. Alford and Woodford pick it up, and there's the man winning. He was very animated as he kicks it over to Twisk, and the Raptors will come into first, and there's Mr. Ryan Gaspari.
Whoa, pick and roll
looks
action.
Inside. Good little knockdown there from Freeman. Now, last time these two teams played, Tommy Freeman of Brighton wore a fair bit as Jesse just goes, that one's
right
off the bar.
The post.
And Freeman last time wore a lot of hard physical pressure. So as Tommy Freeman just gives up the ball there, kicks it to Eben Locke, who was in the last Australian box side, travelled over to Woodford with the ball, kicks outside, and that one's come off the right arm there. And Dylan Angle, first shot of the day, and didn't see that one, and that
just trickled in.
That one was really good from Woodford, and Woodford just finds the right elbow as it comes off into the top right-hand corner there.
Well, the bounce shots on the goalies are one of the toughest to stop, so you can see how that could have trickled in like how it did.
So going against the trend here a bit, and Brighton obviously have the ability, as they do and have in the field game, to get a run on fairly quickly. As we see Pridham with the ball here, comes down to set a pick down there. Woodford again, the last goal scorer, kicks it up to Freeman. Freeman won't mind this. And there's Locke, just steps inside. Freeman with the ball. That one's going to come over, and that'll be over and back. And the Raptors will take the ball down in the bottom corner.
If they keep up with these bounce shots, though, might be a couple more on that board.
So Lovett kicks the ball over to Hines. Hines had a good game the other night too, as we see Gal against the younger opponent. Just kicks it over to Gaspari. Comes off the netting nicely for Gaspari. Gaspari is just
pick
a
and roll
man
action.
monster. Gal looks inside to Lovett. Lovett just puts that one past the post and picked up by the Bombers in lock, as there's a little bit of pressure coming out. And Evan will just settle it down here and just kicks it over as Dougie Brooks comes on for Brighton. Kicks it up to Locke. He's got a mismatch here. Likes what he sees, as we see young Arlen Lim coming in for the Bombers as well. And Locke won't mind shooting those, as he just nails Freeman. Just nailed his own teammate there as Freeman was coming down to set a pick for him.
It's keeping him awake.
And Gaspari just trying to hide the ball. Looks at Dougie Brooks. Good pick there from Hines.
Good switch on the D.
And Ryan, he's just a monster. Takes three.
Looks
shot. Up the top. And Alford will start the scoring for the Raptors tonight, as he just kicks it up the top. Gaspari found him up the top, and Alford will be pretty pleased. He's had about a 6-week layoff with an MCL strain, so his first game back for a while.
Oh.
So he was telling me earlier he's had a bit of it's just a strain in the MCL, but had 6 weeks off and didn't get to do anything. Went over and played the Nationals this year.
Oh.
Did it just before then, so had to take face-off standing up over in the Nationals.
Oh, that's tough. Knee injuries are the worst, especially for lacrosse, but for any sport.
Yeah, especially on this surface when you need to turn. As we see Jesse just having a chat down the bottom here. As we see Hines with the ball, just running his opponent behind. Oh, looks up the top. BTB there.
Oh, right in the bullseye, though.
But Gaspari just nailed Bogger straight in the chest. And Brighton will come out, and we've got a score line here of 1-1 at the moment. So I think this game will be fairly close. I think the third quarter will probably decide where this game goes.
Well, yeah, that's what they say. The first 5 minutes of the third usually decides the game.
Yeah. And they're setting up nicely here. Brooks, he looked at the backside. Gaspari is just a little bit too smart for that play. Saw it coming off the back. And he's picked up Brooks here, and he's going to go to the cage. He'll shoot that. And Bogger with a great save there again, but probably made it a little easy on him.
Well, the Raptors got to take advantage of the goalie's hips here.
Oh, there's one just coming off the bench there. Bridham comes off the bench, looks inside. Woodford already has one, has two. Bang. That was a great substitution coming off the bench. And saw Pridham coming off the bench there. And just found Woodford running through the middle open.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to use that 10 feet at the bench there. Get an extra little run up.
But, and here we go. So Brighton 2-1. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. And we've got a 2-1 scoreline to the Brighton, as we see a great face-off there from Woodford. But
there you go.
equally good by Gow. Looks at Gaspari. Looks over the top to Winnan. Winnan not on the scoreboard yet. He won't like not being on the scoreboard. Little BTB pass. And that could work for him here. But this is where you like, sometimes you hear footsteps and they end up in a wall, just sliding down the backside of the wall when you don't pick it up cleanly. As Lovett might be up and over. Great play there from Pridham. Pridham certainly just... there
you go. Pick it up and go.
Asserting his body. And Woodford,
there you are.
Woodford's being guarded here by Gaspari. And they've seen him get a couple. A lot of respect. Kicks up the top. Oh, yeah, one of the New South Wales guys just coming in there. Jack having a shot. First time on the court. Great pickup from Winnan. Winnan likes that look. But Bogger's just keeping him out at the moment. Doing a great job in the cage. Bog seen he hasn't been in there. And
he's got to keep his stick down, his head up.
Woodford just nailing his compatriot. Freeman again. That's twice Freeman's been in the way of a shot. Obviously going down as Gow brings the ball back down. And Woodford doesn't mind. These two boys don't mind giving it. Lets him get inside. Good check. Great check there from Locke. Just trailed as White just gets one there. And...
a little bit of give and go.
A little bit of byplay there from Woodford. He's got two. He's saying, you know what? No one's going to score on me. I'll do all the scoring the other end. As Gaspari picks up probably someone he would like to. Twist comes down. Twist off the helmet of Woodford. Woodford having an outstanding game here. This one's nearly got a touch there from Twisky. But Twisky too good. Gets in the stick. Another outside shot. and just not working well enough at the moment.
Oh, wrap check. Gotta get those wheels going, though.
So kicks it down here to Brooks. Brooks has got Lim.
Playing super far out, though.
They're very wide. They look for that little one like that coming in. And there's another one. That's a fantastic little BTB there from Freeman. Kicks it to Locke, and Locke, what a great finish there.
Oh, yeah.
And so they finished 4th for the regular season, playing the top side, and they're 3-1 up with 7 3/4 to go in the first.
Doesn't look like they're slowing down at all either.
No, so Bogger doing a great job in the cage, and they'll have to throw better shots at him. Obviously, as he said before the game, great pick up there from Alford, but just heard the footsteps. As you do hear the footsteps here, have some paint. Nothing like a bit of paint on the jersey at the end of the night. As Lim will pick up this ball, followed by the Persian nightclub owner, K-Man, just giving him a little bit of pressure, but just gets off too easy. Lim, that one's in the net. That is a fantastic. There you go. And he's definitely a young player, only 17, I think, 18.
Jeez.
Played some senior lacrosse for the Bombers in the field this year, and he's in the under-19 Australian squad as we speak, and has a future. He would be, and the ALN obviously just starting to put out a bit of a who to watch this year. I'm sure people will be in South Australia will be watching young Arlen.
What would you call it? I guess top 20 under 20?
Yeah, basically top 20 under 20. So Gaspari will want to get on the board. Winnan will be looking here. Winnan comes on. There's a shot coming from out deep here. Winnan likes what he sees, and Bogger just called that a bit easy. I've seen him play too much, Jess, and he wants to get on the board, but the Bombers are certainly doing a better job working together to create those real opportunities.
Well, they might be playing wide, but they're definitely controlling it. So,
Alford, there we go again, and that's
that was a lucky one.
That was a good save there from Dill and the first one, but Jack Woodford just getting some double team here. Twisky just getting amongst it as well, and Gaspari just buckering. And as you can hear there, Chris DeMello just that ball's hit the goalie, so we're going to reset on the shot clock. That one's missed by a country mile. But maybe that was a pass, not a shot.
Yeah, he was just clearing it down.
I think Twisky saw him. He thought if that comes off the boards, that might be an opportunity. That's an inherent pass here by Winnan. But good in the clinches here. And Woodford doing a great job, Jack Woodford, as Tommy Freeman gets a fair bit of pressure. So Evan Locke coming on. Brooks coming on. Brooks, another one of those under-19 Australian in the team at the moment, who potentially could be one of those face-off players to watch. Again, outside shot there from Freeman, but gets his own rebound. Locke with a good pick. Look in the middle,
pick,
Brooks.
Yeah. Good shot,
that one's going to be up and over, so that'll be a Raptors ball down the back corner as we see Brighton hustling back, and we've got 1, 2, 3 changes for the Raptors coming on as Twist picks up the ball. Kicks it over to Jack Lovett, who kicks it to Winnan. Winnan always Jesse's always got that thing. He wants to score early and get on the board, so he kicks it over to Jack.
I think we all do, though.
As attackers, I think you've just got to shut your eyes when you do it, though. And good defense there from Brooks.
Play the ball.
So you can hear there the referees mic'd up tonight. And a great ground ball there. And I think he's got pace here. He's very smart. I mean, he's an ex-Australian box player from the last one for the Worlds. So he knows what he's doing, Evan. Just kicking it up here to Pridham. Kicks it up to Nat Rowe. Nat Rowe, another one of those young Brighton Bombers.
Yeah, the Brighton team does seem pretty young, though.
And Freeman with the ball.
Especially compared to the Raptors.
Good look inside. That's a great look inside. Little up and under.
That was even better pickup.
Little shovel shot there from Pridham. You hear that? Shot clock starting.
Shot clock!
So the shot clock starting. As the Raptors just get the ball up the top. They're lucky. I think the shot clock...
an extra 10 seconds there.
The shot clock was just a little slow to start, but that's all right. They get a little bit more time to play offense. and they probably need it at the moment. 4-1 down here with 3 minutes to go in the first term. And I'm sure this is where the Raptors wouldn't think they would have been at this time as the ball just trickles out. I could have got a touch then, but DeMello would have blown his whistle if I touched that, as DeMello does blow his whistle.
Yeah.
And Brighton here, if Brighton can get another one before the end of this...
that was a close one. That was a good cut.
Great cut, as we are 2 minutes 53 into this first semi-final at the Thunderdome at Blackwood. Brought to you by the ALN and LSA TV for all your live free lacrosse entertainment. As Winnan comes in, and there we go.
There we
Finally
are.
found the 5-hole, and Jesse will be very pleased to be on the board here with 2 minutes 30 to go in the first term. But the Brighton Bombers leading the Raptors 4-2 at this stage, and the Raptors will be very pleased to have that one on the board, Connor. So Jesse with his first, and they'll be very, very glad to get that one on the board before the end of the first.
I can see him coming back for more, though.
As Freeman, great pickup.
Oh, good look.
Reset.
And we see here the reset. So young Alan Lim.
Good little pickup. 2 minutes left.
Got a nice goal before. Looks down the bottom. That's a great pass.
That's a shot.
Oh,
better save.
Save there from Nangle. So 1:45 left in this first quarter, and there's 3-on-1 out there at the moment. And you would think that the Brighton would pick this up, but gets a hand in, just a little shovel out to Lovett, who doesn't quite pick that one up. And a big shout out to everyone in the land who's watching across the oceans. Send us your shout outs here on the ALN or LSA TV.
Reset.
And we'll send out some shout outs back as Alan Lim picks the ball up, kicks it over to Woodford. Woodford's been instrumental in this first quarter. And they're probably, with 30 seconds to go on the shot clock, 1 minute to go, Woodford likes what he sees, steps up. Oh, that one's gone up and over. That'll become a Raptors ball. And they will have 50 seconds before the quarter buzzer expires. Great cut inside and a great finish. And
easy.
Dave Gow with the nice cut there from Twisk. Twisk just finding him on the backside.
Last 30 seconds, Bombers did not need that.
Not much that Bogger could have done in the cage then.
No, not at all.
The defense was a little lax there from the Bombers, and with 15 seconds to go now, as DeMello sets them down, we will probably not see much more action in this first term, depending on that.
Oh, stepped on
the ball. Hopefully he's all right there with the ankle. Looks inside, or maybe Freeman's got other words. 3 seconds to go in the quarter, and Tommy Freeman, just a little bit of a fake, puts it the top side, just to push that score out, just that to a 2-goal margin. And the Bombers will go in at quarter time, 5-3. And a couple of instrumental goals in that last little 30 seconds.
Yeah, that honestly surprising. You don't see many goals happen in a little bit of a 5-second run there.
No, normally not in this sort of game,
or especially in the first quarter. It's more of a last quarter thing, if anything.
Well, obviously the Bombers had a lot more possession that quarter, and worked really well for their team goals. But the Raptors have. They're showing why they're number one. They didn't get overawed at 4-1 down and got a couple of quick ones. And
yeah, well, the Raptors definitely came in a little bit confident, throwing a couple BTBs in the beginning, not necessarily hitting the net and taking those wide shots. But like you said, Winnan can take those shots from outside and really capitalize on that. If they aim for the hips, the feet, I think they'll just start putting them away.
Yeah, look, their shots later in that quarter were really good. Early they thought, Bogger's in the cage, he hasn't been in there for ages, let's try and just blast him past him. But he was really good early, had probably 5 or 6 saves early.
Oh, yeah.
And then they started working as a team. Obviously, the Gal goal there with a little cut from Twisk late, which just the Brighton weren't in position for defence at that point. That's a really easy one, and not much you can do there. But be an interesting second quarter. I'm really looking forward to the second quarter here. And I think the Raptors will try and get a little bit more possession. And, and get back. So
That's going to make it worse.
And a couple of shout-outs here
Yeah.
on the ALN. We've got Steve Morter and Benny Robinson watching. They're obviously playing with the Sea Devils tomorrow night, so they're just tuning in to have a bit of a see what's out. So big shout-out to you guys as Bobby does his best work cleaning the floor over there. Didn't get any floor scrubbers in tonight, the young kids that come out and polish the floor. Rachel Hill's watching. G'day, Rachel. I hope you're well. And Tom Emery's there. G'day, Tom. Go Bombers, which is great. And Nathan Arscott on there. He says Ryan is
Back
a scrub.
to 15.
Nigel Wapper. Yep, he loves it. Finals time, and that Waps will be playing tomorrow night in that Sea Devils game too. So, yeah, keep sending your shout-outs. We'll try and get it around as the snap goes for the first minute of the second quarter. Ball to be won. Alford, who actually took the face-off, just went back into defence and managed to find it, but his pass to Gaspari up the top, just inherent.
Oh, Aaron ball.
And the ball, maybe they've changed the ball. Good hit there from Woodford. He's come
interference, didn't have the ball.
Oh, he's come to play tonight as Bob Carter. You can hear there in the live mic from the referees are both mic'd up tonight, so you can hear that as he said no possession, looks inside, lock. Oh, another great save. Great save. Oh, that one's gone in the in the throat.
It looked like he was stuck up in his helmet there.
It got stuck up in the helmet. Good
Play
little,
the ball, boys.
Good
Play
little
the
check.
ball.
As you can hear, Bobby just saying, play the ball, boys. Nat Rowe with the ball now. Coming under some pressure. Oh, great interception from Winnan. But Bombers back well. He doesn't mind shooting this with a little bit of a screen. And Winnan will fire this one, but Bogger's waiting for him down. Well, Bogger's waiting for him down low. And Pridham picks it up.
I can see this getting a little bit more physical soon.
You can see this potentially just stepping up a notch in the physicality, can't you? Has that air about it at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'd be nice to watch too.
Yeah, we don't mind a little bit of floor polishing from the jerseys, a little bit of cleaning the walls.
Reset.
Big shot.
Going to get it.
And Dylan with another save there. And that's 3 saves now. Dill, 3 really good saves in the last 3 shots for them. And big shout out to my son, Cody, who just tuned in because he must love listening to his dad. He hasn't heard enough of him for 20 years. Michael Gowd's watching. G'day, Gowds. Another one of the Zebra Brigade who look after this fine game of ours and referee it really well in South Australia. So,
that was
Jesse,
a great shot.
Great screen.
Bottom left.
And that's what Winnan does. From about that 15-20 metre mark, just gets a screen. Goalies don't see a shot coming. And he's picked that left-hand foot out and put it straight past him and back to a 1-goal game.
Over the shoulder, high to low.
Just cannot beat an over-the-shoulder shot.
Centers down.
So to all those under-17 players out there, get rid of this one under the waist. Scoreball goal shooting over the shoulder. Although they do tell me it looks better when it comes from low and from a sidearm.
Over the shoulder is more accurate. Under the waist is just cooler.
And Kath Connolly just joining. Cam Adams, why are you not out there? Cam's actually away. So he's not able to play this evening because he's not here.
Oh, just backing him up.
Oh, bang, bang, bang. Twist.
2-2.
Just
posting up on him.
Really, really strong there. And he just manages to push in there. Post up, post up, post up. Waits for that, waits for the overcommit. And puts it just to the fur. And we've got a 5-all game here. We said that. I think the Raptors were a little... we're going to blast this keeper early, and now they're starting to work their goals. So as Alford there, Woodford picks the ball up. Steps inside. Nothing there. Oh, Locke steps up nicely.
Reset.
And again, another great save there. Nat Rowe just not finding the ball, but Freeman says, if you don't want to pick it up, I will.
He telegraphed that one.
So here we go again. Woodford off that, and that will be up and over. And Winnan just waiting for it. Good defense from Rowe, but there he goes.
And that'll go.
That's 3 for Winnan now.
Yeah.
And he's just starting to assert his authority. And you can see there with that, Jesse's actually, when that ball was loose, he actually pushes back into offense really quickly.
Yep.
So he does have those fast man opportunities. And he found himself at the back there, so which is great.
Centers down.
Oh, Cam Adams. G'day, Cam. Big shout out to you, mate. He says he's resting for the grand final, so pretty confident that his Bombers boys will make this out. But winning again. He's got a one-on-one. Steps, bang, another one. There's 4. In the blink of an eye.
Lasered that one.
In the blink of an eye, we've had 4 goals from the Raptors to 0 in this first 4.5 minutes. Winnan has 3 of them. And Winnan with 4 for the game now out of 7. He's going well over 50%.
10 minutes left in the second. I'll still count that as early.
Center's down.
Big shout out to Big Hagar there out at Burnside. He'd be looking at this too. He's obviously in the goals for the Burnside boys tomorrow. So a big shout out to you. And Cody Watts just getting involved, saying game over, Nathan. Well, 7-5. The Bombers will want to put a score on here. But they play this game really well. You know, they play that little pick and roll. They do it in the outdoor game. Oh, looks inside. Nangle's been outstanding in this last probably 8 minutes.
Well, he had the top right there, but he decided to go left.
Oh, Gal just trying to grab the stick there. I don't know whether the referee saw that. But Gal going for the stick. He's actually reached out to grab the head of the stick and pull it out. So might have got away with one there.
Oh, a little bit of shimmy shake.
Oh, Hines.
Can't get it off, though.
Good defense there from Big Jack.
Oh, that was a close one.
And he's going to be in the circle there.
Good crease call. It's worth it when you get it, but
so
if
Jack
you don't.
Just looking it out, and that pass again, just didn't find it. Ryan and Freeman. And Freeman picks that one up. Woodford, good defense there from the Raptors. Not letting much. Great cut. Lock. There's 2 open up here if you can see them on the outside. There's a yard sale down the back there.
Stripped.
And Winnan again just
taking his lunch money.
And this could be number 5. And there it is, Winnan. On fire in this second term.
Yeah.
And he certainly found...
That's
not just placing them, he's sending them there too.
Yep, he's found the keeper's measure here.
Yeah, putting them through airmail.
Goal suck.
So 5 out of 8 there for Jesse Winnan. And just starting to assert his authority in the offensive end for the Raptors.
Oh, no.
So, and big shout out there to a couple of LSA and South Australian favourites. Toby Raymond was watching the Bombers, obviously. A big shout out to Julia Marion. Hello, Jules. Hope you're enjoying the live coverage here. I promise I won't sing, but a big shout out to you. Did that last week, got it out of the way. And it's great to be able to bring you this live lacrosse from the Blackwood Thunderdome. As we see an outside shot here. Could get a touch. Oh, yes, there it is.
Got it.
See that? No look. Here it is, Mr. Gaspari. I'll put some love on it for you. Okay, that's why it was behind my back. So big shout out. Finally got a touch. And it was a no-look touch then, if you saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the back. So for all those TV viewers, tried to make it happen. And as the shot is had, steps down. Great look inside. Oh, great fake. And that is an outstanding goal there.
4-0.
As Bombers get one back. And we're back to an 8-6 game. But outstanding, plenty of speed coming down the middle of the field there from that break. Made him really bite on that fake. And just had an open net on the left-hand side. Put it away.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when the goalie's not in the net, isn't it?
A lot easier when the goalie steps out of it. And a little bit of pressure here. This will be an interesting 2 or 3 minutes. Freeman, you can't let him get the ball there. Great save again from Nangle. You just cannot let Freeman. Oh, that one's up and over. And it is. So just not quite
debatable.
Yeah, it was right on the limit, but...
Yeah. Sometimes you got to be better safe than sorry.
Chris DeMello right on the line, so he's had a really good view of it.
Yeah.
And really good positioning there. And we'll see the Raptors kick it down. Twisk. I don't think he'd mind. Oh, looks inside. Oh, a little dump shot. But not to be from Gaspari. And we've got
3 on 2.
We've got 3 on 2 here.
Gotta make that pass.
Oh, he's going. Yeah, Jack doesn't mind taking one of those to the cage. Just kicks it down to Nat Rowe, who kicks it up to Tommy Freeman. Freeman's got lock on the other side.
He's got that top left.
There's the one. There's a screen there. Oh, that one's off the tink, tink, tink. That has got more bar than my local. Winning again. just too good offensively now. That was just didn't even really make him move and found his own spot. And that's number 6 for Jesse Winnan out of 9. So just putting a little bit more scoreboard pressure on the Bombers here, the Raptors. And Alan Marinkovic is watching. Give shout out Dan Evans watching as well. He'll be playing tomorrow night in the Sea Devils. Big shout out to you, Dan. And here's our goal scorer from the last one from the Raptors. From the Bombers. Evan just coming down saying, Nat, come and set a pick for me, mate. Nat, get in there and set a pick. As we see a couple of the younger guys on the field here for...
well, you got to get some movement. Yeah, that's what we're looking for here. Off-ball movement, on-ball movement, something.
Jesse just looking. Evan, great ball handling there. Looks at the shot.
Reset!
Yeah, Dylan Nagle's a bit too smart for that. He was watching that all the way, and that one's just straight into his stick. Kicks it up to Gaspari. So we've got 4 minutes 40 left in the second term here of your Friday Night Live semi-final. Great inside to Twisk.
Beautiful pass.
That was a great feed there from Winnan. Nice cut for Twisk. Just couldn't quite finish it.
Little fake.
We'll see Arlen Lim just bringing the ball out. Little fake, just trying to. How about I have a bit of that? How about I have a bit of that mesh? Looks up. Here he is again.
Back to Winnan.
Winnan's already got 5 for the quarter, and that is 6 for the quarter. Just waits for his own time, doesn't he, Jesse?
Yeah.
So 6 for the quarter, 7 for the game. Score has blown out here to a 10-6 game, and after being 5-3, sorry, at quarter time. They've gone on a 7-1 run. Okay, so Cam Adams has just sent us a little message on the live feed. He said he spoke to Jesse, and Jesse said he'd have 8 by half time, so he's not far away from it at the moment. Just needs another couple. There's 3 minutes 36 to go, and the way he's shooting at the moment, there's the old hidden ball trick. Nearly worked.
Good little check, a little far out. You got a goalie that big, you really got to stick it.
You've got to stick it, don't you? So the Bombers will just want to get another one here just to get this score back, because we said the third quarter might be the one that takes the game away, but at the moment, 7-1 second quarter to the Raptors.
Feels so much nicer getting a goal going into the halftime than...
Does. Freeman with a big shot out from outside there. Gets his own ball. But you've got to shoot better than that. Like, they were shooting really good balls early on.
Yeah.
And now they're just sort of... They're not working. They're not moving off the ball here, are they? As you can tell there. Eben
he's got to have some hustle there. He had a wide open
Eben standing still, and Dave Gow nearly picked that one off. So these boys work really well together. Freeman looks inside. Just an inherent pass. As Woodford about to pick the ball up.
Reset!
And we've got the ball just filtering back in. We've got nice little shot there. And who's that man?
That'll be Winnan.
That'll be Winnan. and he's living up to his name. He sets 8 by half time.
Yeah.
But Jesse Winnan now has 7. Sorry, no. He's actually ticked it off. That's
Is he at the 8 now?
That's 8 out of 11, and he's got 7 in this quarter.
Down.
So he's having a reasonable second term, Jesse Winnan. And there he is again. Is he going to have 9 by the half? Yes, he is. There's 9. A minute 40 to go.
2 from 4-4.
8. Bobby Carter, you can even hear his voice. He's going, I'm getting sick of saying 4-4 in the effect mics. But that is 8 this quarter, 9 for the half. And he is certainly taking this away from
Center's down.
the Bombers, who have only scored 1 goal for the team this quarter. And there's still a minute 16 to go, so Bombers really needing a goal on the board here before half-time. Good pick up there from Locke.
Good handle, yeah.
Steps over, looks inside.
That was a close one.
Just a little wide of him to bring that one back.
Yeah, it was just too far out for the quick stick.
As it kicks up here. And Jack's over from New South Wales, so g'day to all our New South Wales guys watching on the live stream. Here. There's a an inherent pass, and Ryan just goes, oh,
Turn it
that
over.
might have just tapped me on the rear end. And as he rubs it, it's a good looking, can we say that on this live feed? Good looking rear end, Mr. Gaspari. Must be working hard on that.
It's just swollen.
Just swollen now. No butt implants right there. As we have 25 seconds to go, is Winnan going to get his 9th for the quarter? Is he looking for 10 before the half? So shot clock here. Shot clock at 10. Game clock at 9. 2-second differential. Certainly waiting for the last shot. Winnan looks inside, steps around, plenty of pressure. He figures he could shoot him from anywhere.
And that's time.
Shot clock and game time go. And what an outstanding quarter from the Raptors.
Oh, yeah, they definitely picked it up.
That was a 9-goal second quarter, and Winnan had 8 of them.
Yeah. So it was a really good quarter for Winnan.
Winnan had an outstanding game in that second quarter. So, yeah.
Pretty clean.
And the score just blew out after a really good effort from the Bombers in the first quarter. The second quarter all belonged to the Raptors, and in particular, Mr. Jesse Winnan. So
4 playing 5. I just
you know, 9 for the half, 8 for the quarter. Outstanding effort, and we might just send a few shout-outs here as we're live on the ALN and LSA TV joint broadcast. Kelly May's watching, Paul Scateri,
Well
Kristen Donotta, Phil Ackland's watching. Hello, Mr. Glenn Steele. Hope you're well, buddy. And a big shout-out to you, Dwayne Edwards, who's actually here watching down there, who's watching here. So maybe he just wanted to hear me talk. And we got Mr. Luke Shuey on there. Hello, Lukey. Any danger of stopping Jesse Winnan? I think they'd have to. I don't know whether there's drug testing in this at the moment, and we're not saying that, but he certainly had the right stuff for the second quarter to be able to do that. And a big shout out to Scooter and Shaz Morris, to you both. Hope you're both well. Pronunciation, owl like Gore Ford, not Al Ford. Sorry, yep, I did get that wrong. I mean, it's verbal dyslexia sometimes, but I did get it right there, and he's doing a great job there, Al Ford. I like that one. That's Alford. Cam Evans says there's his 8, and Nigel Wapper at least try and shut him out to start. Yeah, well, you're going to have to do something. Has anyone got any electrical tape? As we just get the outstanding goalie here of the first quarter. That's all right. I can hear you. You'll probably we'll get in there. Look at that. See, we look good together. I make him look really good. Outstanding first quarter. First quarter.
First quarter, not
5-3, and they came out firing, but the Winnan show rolled on in that quarter.
We got lucky. Jesse's doing a lot of breakaways,
and he's watching that shot. He's got absolute faith that you're going to save it, and he just sucks off the backside.
Quick pass up the floor,
and he's got 8 for the quarter. 8. I know. Shh, don't say it loudly. Okay, 8 for the quarter, 9 for the game.
That's not bad.
In 12 goals. I mean, yeah, we just figured we could get some electrical tape and maybe make him play left-handed for the rest of the game.
It's not great watching.
No,
that.
no, I know. You must think down the back. Oh, there's Jesse.
Yeah, I know,
we heard Bobby Carter there go, oh yeah, from 4-4. Yeah. I mean, he's even getting sick of it. Yeah. But Jesse's come out to play. I mean,
he had a plan all week and he's just executing it now. So.
He was speaking to him before. He was pumped for this game, wasn't he? Yeah, I mean, all the banter that was going on earlier.
Yes.
He was pumped for this game. And wanted to showcase and look, he's showcasing that he's one of the best indoor players indoor breakaway players, should we say? Probably doesn't get that freedom over in a World Championship.
No, Brighton goalie's playing well though.
Bogger was outstanding early, wasn't he?
He's looking big in the cage.
And I think the Raptors came out and thought he hasn't been in the cage forever and a day. I'm just going to ping it from.
He's no slouch. He can stop him from outside if he needs to.
Well, he did say he's an ex-ice hockey goalie, so he's been around, and the ice hockey pucks hurt a lot more than these balls with the padding on. So, and that's taking nothing away from your outstanding efforts.
I got hit without looking before.
No, it's really good. So, and we've got Cam Adams here. He said, I was just about to say that man right there, just as much as a problem as Jesse Dylan Nangle.
Oh, thanks,
a
mate.
beast in the cage. So there you go,
Thanks,
Cam Adams. And he's watching, and he's I think he's probably thinking maybe we could put some electrical tape around your hands as well.
That's not going to
and
do
get
much.
and let the Bombers get back into it.
Let's see how we go. They can all shoot the ball.
Yeah, look,
Every
they
one
can.
of them out there can score if they need to. So.
Look, Woodford was really good early.
Oh,
That
God,
first
I haven't
shot.
seen anything Woody shot.
No, well, he does it in the field game and he does it out here, doesn't he? That first shot of his, which came off the chicken wing, which you popped into the top corner for him, was really good in the first quarter. But
Tommy Freeman shooting the ball well as well.
So where do we go from here, mate?
Just keep the train rolling.
Keep the train rolling. Keep the Raptors.
Hopefully I can play a third quarter.
Yeah.
It's not my best quarter, but we'll see how we go.
Oh, last week you were all right.
Last week, yeah, because Sammy Cooper was here.
Yeah, true. Is Sammy watching?
He hopefully should be.
Yeah, Sammy, give us a shout out, mate.
Yeah,
Give us a shout out to know you're watching. And because Dylan says he's just showing you a masterclass at the moment.
I'm being well behaved tonight. No throwing the ball away. No.
Although you got 2 minutes for it last week.
I did, and if a ball goes in, I'll own up to it.
Like last week.
Yeah, of course I will. Give me the opportunity.
Anyway, we appreciate your time here, Dill.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate. Enjoy the rest of the game. As at Bogger. Yeah, we got 2 seconds. Let's get the other goalie in here as we see Bogger coming here, mate. Early, really good, mate. I didn't realise that you had that ice hockey goalie experience. 1-on-1 doesn't help, does it? And the defence was just a little bit out, but you're doing a great job in there, mate. They tried to blast you out. Good work for the second quarter or second half as the teams just start to get ready. So we will have the two teams coming back on in a second. Shave Jesse's beard. Hang on. Oh, here we go. So a couple of shout-outs. We are well. Good to hear Shaz and Scotty. Phil McConnell. Has Jesse met any of his teammates? Oh, I don't know what he's saying there. Maybe he's just saying, well, to be honest, most of those goals were just off the back end, weren't they?
Yeah, I don't think
so, sorry, I'm just scrolling down here. Shave Jesse's beard and he'll lose his strength. Yeah, it probably is his Achilles heel if we don't get rid of it. And a shout out to Jess Evans who's watching as we get ready for the second term. We've got 50 seconds to go before we start this second term, and we're looking forward to a cracking second half here. So as we bring Connor back in. Sorry, Connor, we had to use your headset there for those half times.
Oh, that's no problem. I had to get a drink anyways. You know, I'm a busy guy.
I like what you're doing. And can the Bombers get back into this?
Oh, for sure. 6 goals isn't that much for a whole half of lacrosse. So get 7, win the game. Keep them out of your end. Honestly, if they get a little bit more physical, that'll make a bit of a difference. As soon as the Raptors started to get physical with them, they started to push back a little bit, which is fine if you're going to play the wide game, but you're going to have to play that physical on your side too. So.
As Alford goes down for the Raptors, and we've got Woodford in the centre here. And Woodford wins the ball, but a little bit of a collision there. Ball to be won.
Got to run it right through that.
As he kicks it out to Brooks. And it'll be, I'm sure, Woodford with the ball right now as he kicks it over to Pridham, who kicks it over to Freeman. We'll be looking at potential getting on the board early. They would want to get one here early. Kicks it down to Pridham. Pridham. Just good little bit of pressure there from Alford. As the ball goes up and over, and it will go to a Raptors ball, and have a guess who gets it in his stick.
I'll take winning. I'm gonna take it. He's gonna get it a couple times.
You reckon he's going to get a couple? Although he did have a game here where I think he had 10 for the first half and didn't score for the next. So, but Twiskey just going about his work, or just an inherent pass there down to the feet of Hines. Hines says, I'm going to ping that one back. Winnan, I think he's got a string on his own ball. And there's the outside, but Bogger's seen that one a couple of times, but Jesse doesn't mind ripping it. He wants double figures. And the Bombers will bring the ball back in care of Tom Freeman. Kicking it down to Locke. Locke just rolling inside his opponent. Oh, a little bit of razzle-dazzle there from Locke. A little bit of airtime.
Yeah. You got a jump man over here. But looked like he took so much air, he didn't even land in the crease. So,
you know what? I reckon I could jump and not land in this crease, just quietly. But yeah, it just goes to prove Whiteman can jump. As Gaspari just turning his opponent in knots there, kicks up to Hines. Hines with another ping. That one's hit the roof. And it's going to be a Bombers ball here with a big shot there from Hines.
Let's get some hustle right down. Run right through them.
As the ball comes down and just coming to set a pick here.
There you go.
That's opened up. And bang, there we go. Just like the start of the first quarter.
Yep.
And we have Jack Woodford who put the ball away. First one for the first of the game for this. So he comes out of the second half and does the same thing. Maybe he likes that end for scoring.
Could be. But everybody's got their traditions, right?
But that's 3 for Woodford now. And he just found himself in the right position. Came off that screen. No one went with him. And just managed to pop that ball into the top of the net.
Good little face-off.
And the ball maybe just falling the Bombers' way here. Good face-off. Still got a fairly young squad out there at the moment, the Bombers. As Brooks steps up.
Take that shot.
Inside. Good defense. But that's popped out to Freeman. And Freeman just assessing his options. Kicking it back to Freeman. They're a little light on here for their big scorers. And that one has nailed. Love it. Fair square in the helmet. And the ball's
I was going to say
gone over. But it's going to be a Bombers ball. No, it's going to be a Raptors ball here. It's called up and over. Shot clock. Sorry. Shot clock there. Didn't hit the keeper. Hit the defender, but didn't hit the keeper. So shot clock violation as Hines picks up the ball. Kicks it out to Gaspari, who's just assessing his options here. Freeman just off the back end there. Twist all by himself down the bottom. Rolls inside. Bang, bang, bang. Hits.
That was a good save, one-on-one.
Bogger makes him hit him. And Freeman just running the ball up. Twist. Good little pick there. Little wrap check there from Winnan. And nice little trail check. And the ball could end up here again in Twist stick. So Twist will get the ball. Winnan up.
Pick it up and go.
Oh, Winnan was up the top. No, great cut there from Hines. Hines looks up the top. Sees Gow out the other side. Gow has Freeman. Freeman's certainly playing plenty. Just can't let him get off there.
There's dancing out there.
Gets inside. Another touch here. Fair chance. Dwayne,
take that one home.
Dwayne Edwards sitting down the back there, looking after the shot clock. He can do everything. He catches the ball, gives it, and starts the shot clock all in one motion. And he's doing a great job down there, Dwayne. As Woodford,
good use of the body.
Who had 2. Oh, that's nearly knocked in. Oh, great pickup. Lock steps around. This is coming back to him. He hasn't seen Winnan from behind. And have a little bit of that polish of the floor. We don't mind that with a jersey. Just didn't see him coming, Winnan. Winnan looks down at Gow. Gow looks, great save again from Bogger.
I think he's getting back in the motions.
I think he's in the mould. And Gow, a bigger body here, goes about his job with Gaspari. And that one's gone in the crease from Gaspari, but great save there from Bogger. Greg Mollison watching, Australian box coach. So big shout out to Greg over there in Victoria. Greg, great to see you live watching this, mate. Shout out here also to Dennis Hansford and one of the young Sturt lads, Aiden Couch. And Craig Schick is watching. Craig Schicks, he was going to commentate tonight, mate. You got anything to say about that?
Yeah, he's the reason I got a call half an hour before the game.
Yeah, that's basically. So we don't mind. We don't mind just shouting out players here or commentators or whatever. But Schicks, hope you're enjoying your evening, mate, and be good to catch up very shortly, buddy. We know you'll be back with that dulcet tones here at the Box Lacrosse, and but we're enjoying having Connor just stepping up to the mic here, and Kara Mortimer's watching as well. So a big shout out to everyone who's on the live feed here with the ALN and LSA TV. As
nice little save there. You got to shoot it harder than that, though.
As Bradley Bogger Edwards just finds another save in there. Woodford,
it's a big boy,
has Alford.
There you go.
But they're just stepping off him. The ball's hit the keeper there, and it's come to
use
Twist.
those legs.
Look at the pace on Twist. He looked at
there
Winnan.
You go.
Looked at Winnan the other side. Oh, great save again there from Edwards. As we see him, little check there from Twisk. And Pridham will just hold the ball up as he kicks Winnan stick away. Nothing better than a little bit of byplay out here. It is boxed across after all. And we don't mind as Woodford steps up the top. That's going to have to be
another
in the right. Nat Rowe just not quite getting a handle on it, but Brooks was there to back him up. Oh, good save down low.
Oh, those are some tough ones to pick up, though.
Just stepped inside. So we have a penalty here going to Twisk. I didn't see what that was actually for.
No, neither did I.
Anyway, the Raptors will spend a minute in the box, and we get to see the Bombers man up opportunity here. 7:45 to go in the third term here at the Blackwood Thunderdome for your live indoor action on the ALN and LSA TV. And the Bombers will certainly want to get one on the board here as Nat Rowe just works the ball around, looks to
right off the toe.
Right off the toe.
Can he save it?
Oh, he stepped over, but that one's come off the toe. So over and back. Unfortunately, Nat just not seeing the line there as we get a shot of him. As we see Gaspari just coming into frame there from Gal.
I just push him back over.
Just not enough strength in the body there from those
double him
from those young Bomber lads. And there we go. There's a little bit of strength. Jack Woodford doesn't mind showing a little bit of strength out here. He's looking to push him over the centre line, and that's what they've done.
Got to use the hips there.
Good little wrap pick there from Gal. So Gal looking to get involved, but the Bombers certainly giving up plenty of pressure. And shot clock here just expires as we see Gaspari going with a fair bit of defensive pressure there. Just kicks that one out the back. And Craig Schicker says, doing a great job. Schicks, we hope you're doing a great job with that beer in your hand, mate. Crack one for me. Another big shout out to Glennie Still. Glenn, hope you're well, buddy, and enjoying this live feed of the Box Across on the ALN and LSA TV. Joint broadcast as we see Jack pump a ball there. Jack obviously coming in from New South Wales to have a game tonight with Jared as well. And as just the Raptors kick the ball down. K-Man, we haven't seen a lot of K-Man on the field tonight, the Persian nightclub owner. So maybe they're just resting him a little bit. Wynn and Hines going about their work with the young Brighton players in the centre there. A few little love taps happening with the stick.
Yeah, it looks like the young guys on Brighton kind of know how to cross check, but don't know how to give the little jabs.
They just don't have the body strength at the moment as we see Twist.
Oh, right off the post.
Oh, nearly a touch here.
Wesley pipes.
And that's going towards Nangle. And Nangle picks the ball up in the back as we see Wynnum with the ball now. And a couple of more shout-outs here.
Just hit reset.
Kim Martin, as you hear Bobby just with the time clock, just telling the time clock guys what they should be doing. So Kim Martin, big shout out to you, mate. Paul Kernahan, great to see you live on the feed, mate. And what a great man he is, Paul Kernahan. Does a great job with the Sturt Lacrosse Club, both as a player and a president and everything else he does out there. So big shout out to you, Paul. James Mullins, one of the Burnside guys, having a watch just to see what's happening tonight.
And we got a full change from both squads here.
Rick Benedict's watching there, he's joined. Neil Arthur, one of the ETP stalwarts. Big Neil out there. Love that man, Neil Arthur. So, Neil, big shout out to you, mate. Scotty Gill's watching. Scotty Gill is watching. Scotty Gill is standing, but is he not a man of everything? He can do everything as we see plenty of pressure happening down here.
Got 8 seconds left in the shot clock here. Got to do something.
Gonna need to get one off here. As Woodford looks around for his options, looks up. One, and shot clock gone. Great defensive pressure there from the Raptors. Yep. We've got a 12-7 ball game here. Raptors up 12-7 after that outstanding second quarter. We've got 4 minutes to go in this semi-final number one. Paddy Gray watching as well. G'day, Paddy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Another ETP stalwart. And Taylor Falloon, one of the Sturt boys. So we've got them. I don't think Evan Locke was too pleased with the check he got there just quietly as he ran through.
Reset!
Shot from Hines there.
Nicely placed, though.
So Cam White just laying one there on Eben as he walked through. And Eben not happy with the one off the ball.
He could have walked that in.
As that one, good little bit of spin, or maybe not. And Arlen Lim Just not. Jesse looking for downtown. That's gone in the back of the net, literally. Oh, a bit of wall pressure. And Bogger will have the ball here. So Bogger just getting the ball out the back. We got Ricky Smithson watching. G'day, Rick. Another one of the great goalies and zebras that we have refereeing here. So big shout out to Rick. I believe I saw a post, a great little inside feed. Good save. That one's gone in.
I was going to say, yeah.
The way that ball came off the net just looked like it had gone in. And we see Tommy Freeman with his first of the game. So another one back to an 8-12 ball game.
Yeah.
So just eking it back one at a time. And a big shout out to Tommy Vick. What an outstanding man of lacrosse he is. And mate, big shout out to, as I said, the Vickery family. Obviously lost their mum the other day.
Yeah,
so
sad.
Very sad. We hope the funeral was well attended and big commiserations. But yeah, great lacrosse family, the Vickeries. So big shout out to all you guys. And back to the action because the Bombers are looking at trying to put another one on here. Woodford just trying to step in, and Nangle's just too smart for that. Ball to be won here. Sorry, I was mistaken there when I said Fremo had one. Fremo actually had two. I didn't have the score in front of me.
Nice little bounce pass.
Take it in. Oh, that one has rattled.
10-foot crow hop.
He has taken the ultimate. That has gone at 200 kilometres an hour from about 1.5 meters. Nailed him in the head.
That guy, he started in Brighton when he...
and Dill has just gone... yeah, no, I saw it. Bouncing off my head. So here we go. The Bombers with the ball back. 1 minute 20 to go. Oh, that's not a great one from Freeman. He was trying to look for Locke, and they certainly don't want to give up another goal here, the Bombers. With 1 minute 10 to go, they won't be wanting the Raptors to get a score. Raptors, on the other hand, they'll want to get that one they've just eked back and get out to a 5-goal game with 3 goals. So Twisk likes what he sees, and that one's going to end up with a Bombers ball.
Bombers will take that.
50 seconds to go in this third term, and another one here from the Bombers to bring it back to a 3-goal game would be just what they're looking at coming into the last quarter.
Yeah.
So it's been, after their scoring prowess of that second term, the goals coming in everywhere from the Raptors.
Well, lacrosse is a game of runs, right? So,
well, I think Jesse took some laxatives in that second quarter because he had the runs big time. He had diarrhea.
Either that or he took something before the first.
he had shooting diarrhea. Yeah. But so 19 seconds to go, and there was some laxatives taken by Mr. Oh, you cannot let that man. You cannot let Gaspari with the talent get inside with no defensive pressure, and with 8 seconds to go and the time is going to run out here, we see Gaspari just put that one back on the board that the Bombers managed to get, and the Bombers' heads just dropped a little. They're all looking at each other here going, oh, whose man was that? But in this game it's anyone who comes near you, isn't it? So score check here on ALN and LSA TV's live feed for the semi-final number 1. We see the Raptors 13, Bombers 8, and they've just managed to keep it out to a 5-goal game. And as I said, just an interesting, different quarter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like you said, we didn't see too much of winning. So,
well, I think he's probably gone, all right, boys, if you can't, I've done my job. Maybe we can play some defence here. But in hindsight, they didn't have the opportunities that they had in that second quarter.
No, and they were throwing it away a bit more. They were taking the shots from, 30 feet out, 15 meters at least. So when you start doing that, you start risking it all. Yeah.
Well, he got on the back of Nangle's good work in that second quarter, where Nangle was saving everything that came near him. Only let up one for that second quarter. And yeah, so it's still there to be won.
Yeah.
I mean, they scored 5 in the first. But are they going to be able to score 5 and keep the Raptors under wraps?
Well, it's going to be who's got the most hustle, really.
And I will say, at the moment, the Bombers just look a little bit tired.
Yeah, yeah. They're not working it around like they were in the first as much.
And they're missing Anson Carter at the moment.
Yep. So that's
Anson
something.
A big out for the Bombers. And the two New South Wales boys, Jack and Jared, playing for them, wouldn't have played within this structure, so they're probably missing that little bit of unity as well. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting last quarter here as DeMello puts the ball down for the final time here this evening at the start of a quarter. We'll see Alford and Woodford, all the Foods lining up in the middle. And Jack just having a chat. I think he's just told.
Reset it from there?
I think he's just told Blakey what he was going to do. And Shazza and Scotty Morris says a big shout out to another great East Torrens stalwart, Wilbur Costa, who played in the goals for many, many years at East Torrens and through the box lacrosse. So happy 50th, Wilbur, mate. And shout out from me too there, and didn't realise it was your 50th, mate. So you're actually 21 today with 29 years experience at being 21. And we wish you all the best, mate, for your birthday. So Stevie Lang, Joshy Sell, also watching on the live feed here. As we've got 30 seconds to go before we start this last quarter.
I guess I was wrong. I don't think any of them are that tired. Lining up a minute left.
Yeah, everyone's up and about, which is good to see. Shout out to Tommy Tuxford, who obviously had its dirt. Won a Div 2 premiership last year and was really pumped about it. Had a shoulder operation over the off-season, so we're looking forward to Tommy coming back. And you know what, Tom? One grand final is great, but it doesn't count unless you back it up, mate. So I'm not putting any pressure on you to be back out, but it only counts when you back them up and go back to back. As we see the fourth quarter about to start here, or a little bit of interference there, as Woodford polishes the floor. Looks over the other side there, Hines, great save there. Save. Edwards in the cage doing a great job. And that's one, and if Freeman could put one on the board here from that save, that'll be a great start to the Bombers. But there's a, just misses the goal there, great save from Nangle.
Raptors didn't want it.
Oh, Winnan just trying to get Woodford over. I think he's a bit too strong to be pushing him over the centre line. But Jesse won't mind as he kicks out here to Freeman. So looks up. Great shot there from Freeman. And that's exactly what they would have wanted at the start. They would have talked about at three-quarter time. Let's get one. One breeds two breeds three, and the next minute we're at an even game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can't get three if you don't get one.
You can't do that, can you? And, yeah, so they're looking... So Evan just having a bit of fun down there with Mr. Gaspari. Now let's see it really fly, boys. We were expecting some electricity out here. Great pick up there from Nat Rowe. No one's come to him. Looks up to Locke. Can they get two in it? Oh, good up top. Good up top there. Nangle saves that. As Gal just picks it out. Kicks it over to Gaspari. Gaspari bringing it down the field. And score here. 13-9. And the win. Oh, another great foot save there from Edwards. He's certainly not giving it up.
Got to take that for a run.
And need to get the feet moving. Oh. Scotty Gill with the number one. He should be at the cricket. Scotty Gill with a touch now. I've got a touch, Connor.
I haven't got one yet.
Oh, okay. 2 from 3. Marty. Has Marty got a touch yet? Marty got a touch as well. He's claiming a touch here. Did we see that? Doesn't count.
I know the camera didn't see it.
As we see that.
I certainly didn't see it.
Ball in the back of the net there. Literally in the back of the net as Bogger picks the ball up. Just kicks it out here to Jack.
Oh, you're a big boy. You got to run with that.
And that's the thing. You know, they're not used to, obviously, Jack over from New South Wales, but he's not used to the team setup here.
Yeah.
And,
that's the thing. You got to just take that one hit and run right through it.
This game is about getting up the floor. You've got 30 seconds to put it in the back of the net. They've got 8 seconds to go on the shot clock here. Doing a really good job. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to keep him out here as the shot clock turns over. But just too long, and I don't think anyone was actually watching the shot clock there from the Bombers. Just took far too long to get that one off. And the Raptors will be wrapped with that as they bring it up the floor.
Got 12 minutes left in this quarter.
4-goal game. If they can make another stop here and get another one on the board and get it back to a 3-goal game, then that little bit of mental pressure starts to come on.
Bombers just got to get a little bit more physical there.
Again, they've got some of the younger guys out.
Exactly.
As we see Pridham pick up the ball. So here's an opportunity. Great check. And steps over. Now there's the pace you want to see, isn't it? The pace sometimes beats, and good shot. Great save again there for Nangle. Ball to be won here. Who wants it the most?
Looks like he was going for the toe drag.
Winnan wants it the most. Gaspari down here against Pridham. Just lets him get by too easy. That one's off the bar. Doesn't go in. So things just going the Bombers' way here a little bit. But they're certainly going to have to work hard here. Pridham puts it down here. Great ball to Lock. Another great save. Picks up there from Lynn. Lynn looks up the top. Freeman with an open shot. Another great save from Nangle. But the Bombers have come out here with some pressure. But Gal working his way down the side. And he's too big a body to try and push around Mr. Brooks. But I like the effort given. And Winnan just says, let's settle it down a bit here. We've got a 4-goal lead. We don't have to do anything silly. Let's suck some of this time clock out. Work for a good shot as Twisk steps inside. Double team inside well. Ball just thrown at the feet.
Getting rid of that. 1 second left.
As the Bombers will take the ball here. But they've got Raptors with numbers back. And Gaspari, great pickup from Winnan. This is where he does his damage. And there is number 10.
Definitely wasn't off of a low slash from Gaspari there, though. And just read that ball really well in that interception. Once he's one-on-one with the goalie, you expect him to probably score 90% of the time. Winnan. And he gets double figures now, and the Raptors go out to a 14-9 lead, so they're back out to 5 goals, even with all the pressure that the Bombers had shown. And I'm going to say, I kind of expect the Raptors now to run out comfortable winners. I'm expecting, as we see, a downtown shot from Hines, just on cue. Just thought they might run out by about 9 goals here. I think the Bombers early in this last term really up and about, but you know that you saw the heads just deflate when Winnan picked that out, and you can see here, you know, Locke's just feeling it a little bit. There's a lot of physical toughness in this game and a lot of mental toughness.
Alford gets it in the back of his stick. So Blakey just tossing it up there. Winnan picks the ball up, steps in. There's this number, great save there from Bogger. Ball to be won. And Arlen Lim is the man to win it. Kicks it down here to Nat Rowe. He's got
Alford. Looking for someone.
One-on-one. And great shot there. Nat Rowe with his first of the evening. And just keeps him in it just that little bit.
It was a floater, but it was accurate.
So back to a 5-goal game. 8.5 minutes to go in the last quarter. As we see both Locke and Freeman just crouching down. They both might be feeling it a little bit down there. Shout out to Kirsty McLean, who's watching. We've got Kylie and Nick Clothier. Hello, both of you. They're great people. And big shout out to Zach. And Yasmin's watching. Yasmin Stone's watching on the live feed. Just watching what Ryan's going to have to potentially come up with in a grand final clash if they get over the Burnside team tomorrow night. And Harry Giannis watching. Big shout out to Harry. G'day, Harry. Hope you're well, mate. As we see Jared just putting another one away, that's a little bit easy.
Yep.
And the man himself, Mr. ALN, Tim Kennedy is watching. Timmy, we hope you're doing you proud here, mate. As big shout out to Timmy Kennedy who is Mr. ALN. And the score just goes out to a 16-10 lead here with 7.5 minutes to go. And we're looking forward to seeing what the Bombers can bring in this last 7 minutes. Woodford again. He does this constantly.
They need that.
And there he is. 5-hole.
1-7.
So Woodford with his 4th of the game, I believe. Just gets that one out like he does in the field game. Wins that one out the centre. Takes it all the way. And saw a big open 5-hole there. And managed to put that one well away. And Nangle had no chance to save that one.
Yep.
And back to a 5-goal game. So that 5-goal game has been about where the game has sat. as we see Woodford.
Oh, he needed that one.
Freeman, they've worked well to get these. These three have played plenty of lacrosse together. Woodford, Freeman, and Locke. A little BTB there from Freeman. But Nangle well up to speed with that one. As we see the Raptors bring it down. Little hidden ball trick there from Gaspari. Hines says, I've got one before. Could be another touch here from us all, but that's up and over. And the ball will go back as Locke comes down to get it. As we see everyone just trundling down the field. Everyone's feeling a little tired here. Woodford just working his way into the middle. As Locke looks over, finds Brooks. Brooks has got Freeman in the centre. Freeman wants it. Look, great little inside back there.
Oh, he had top right.
Dean Angle, outstanding save from a great cut there from Locke, who just get the ball back, and that one is nailed.
Reset.
Plenty of shots being had here, but Nangle is a brick wall at the moment.
Straighten up the goal.
As Bobby Carter, you can hear in the effects mic, both referees mic'd up tonight, and a big shout out to Bobby Carter and Chris DeMello, doing a great job out here. The one thing I always say, as Winnan nails legs 11 out of the night. 12. So there he is.
Those are so hard to stop, though. Like, you got to be lucky or Superman to get in front of one of those.
So a blind screen there.
Blind
Jesse
screen.
just seeing it down the bottom left-hand side.
100 miles an hour, right in the pocket, down low.
And we're back out to a 6-goal game with 5 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Freeman and Woodford certainly doing
nice
the thing.
little
There's
quick
another.
stick.
I may have slipped in Kilford's name there. He'll be on tomorrow. Great work here from everyone involved. Gaspari stepping down.
Reset.
Good save there from Bogger. Shout out to Marilyn Fuss. Marilyn, glad to see you on the live feed here. A couple other shout outs as we go along. So we hope you're enjoying the joint feed here from the Australian Lacrosse Network and Lacrosse SA TV. Proud to be bringing you live and free lacrosse in the Blackwood Thunderdome for the... Oh, there's nearly a pick out. Jesse just goes, I thought I had that one. Freeman steps inside, steps around. Little shot down low. Got plenty of backup here. Jesse just waiting on the back side just in case that one came over. Another nail. I think there's going to be some dot-to-dots from the body of Dill Nangle if someone's got a pen. So we have got a bit of a...
little bit of a takedown there.
Dave Gow just playing a bit of soccer down there. The young lads just telling him, so a little bit of... This is where you want the third man in to come down and just...
what you do is you put your stick in between the shin and the boards and you wedge it out like a crowbar.
You just need you need the biggest bloke on the field to just run through that whole pack, don't you? Take your own team out
if you're in there.
And that's why we commentate.
Yeah.
Well, no. I've watched you play. And you would certainly be eating it up out there at the moment with the pace coming down the field, Connor.
Wouldn't be the biggest bloke, though.
Sometimes
not running through anyone.
Sometimes they're the ones that you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
I found that when, not that I played much defence, but when I found myself down there with a shorty at my height and the big defenders running with sticks up, and you just get him in that little rib section.
Oh, you got to aim for the hips.
Yep. Kicks up to Alford. Alford to Winnan. Winnan's got 11 already for the game. As he just eyes up. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. So Hines comes in well. And that one's nailed Freeman again, I think. And good save there from Edwards. Edwards with the ball. Kicks it over to Woodford. Woodford just running it up the field. Looks inside of Freeman. Freeman nails another shot. And there's plenty of shots being had here. Oh, that's going to be trouble. I'm saying this is Winnan's 12th coming up. And
he hit his shoulders.
I wouldn't be wrong there.
No.
Has not missed one of them tonight when he's been one-on-one.
No.
So Winnan with his number 12. The Raptors with their 18th. And any time you can get 66% of the scoring of your team, you're probably having a night out.
You're doing all right.
Well, any time you can have more goals than the opposition has total, you're probably having a night out. As Alford picks up the ball again in the back of his stick. just beats Brooks there.
Oh, is he taking it all the way?
He's coming in to
on
score
the back
backhand, and that's in the crease. And Kayleen
Setting it up.
Hussey, big shout out to Kayleen. Yeah, Jesse. Oh, a little push in the back there, little one. But what they don't see, you get away with. And one of our great men in the Zebra Brigade, Jono Kiplocks. The amount of goals Bogger is letting in is indicative of the amount of calls he missed when he referees. so Kippo just saying a little bit of lacrosse karma going on there, Connor.
Well, I'm sure it happens. I don't like being a stripe, so.
But the boys do a fantastic job as we just see a shot being had here. Shot clock's gone, and the ball comes down into the offensive end for the Bombers.
1 minute left.
1 even minute left, 18-11. As we have Locke up the top with the ball, looks inside. Good little pass, just didn't quite take it. And Winnan, is this number 1-3? Oh, there he goes, he missed one. But mind you, he did have some pressure from behind him.
Yeah, first one he had to run for.
And Jesse just moseying back down. 38 seconds to go. Oh, that is a fantastic shot from Locke. Locke just
7 from 4-0.
Locke just making sure there's 12 on the board. So the team's
30
got
seconds left here. Running clock.
So the team's got as many as Jesse has now. So I don't think they have to buy beers anymore.
No.
And quick shout out here. Jack Zervich is watching. Cooper DeMurlo is Joe Stannis. And we've got no one.
7 seconds.
So 7 seconds to go. Gal, 3, 2, 1. And just like in the basketball. And we see here in the first semi-final of the Blackwood Thunderdome, live on your ALN and LSA TV live feed, the Raptors running out 18-12. And that was probably where the game was at, given their standings at 1 and number 4 for the season. Obviously, the Raptors finishing the minor premiers, and they'd be very happy with that. And we now move on to tomorrow afternoon, to see who they're going to play. Between the Burnside Grizzlies and the Sea Devils.
Who do you think's going to take that one?
I have heard that the Grizzlies may be lacking a few numbers tomorrow.
Oh, I did hear that too. It was a lot of numbers, actually.
Yeah, so I would say that, look, to be honest, the Sea Devils played the Raptors last Friday night, and there was one quarter that separated them.
Yep.
It's about a 5-goal quarter. So I would expect to see the Sea Devils get over the Burnside Grizzlies tomorrow. But yeah, it's certainly going to be an interesting game. I mean, you can't ever underestimate a team.
No.
And we might just go through some goal scorers here. Do you want to go through the goal scorers? We'll have a look. So we'll go through the Bombers first. They were on the losing side. So
all right. So we had number 2, Jack Woodford, with 4 goals, no assists.
Had an outstanding game.
Yeah, he did, honestly. We have number 7, Eben Locke.
Yep.
2 goals, no assists. Number 9, Thomas Freeman, 3 goals, no assists. Geez, it doesn't look like anybody got an assist on this
No one
team.
gets assists. We don't give assists here. I'm sure on the actual scorebook they might have, but
okay.
Got to work hard.
It's just what we're looking at here.
You got to work hard to get an assist out of Mr. Gill back here.
So where were we?
So Nathaniel Rowe, number 11.
Yep, 1 goal. 39, Arlen Lim.
Yep.
1 goal. And then 40, Jack Neely. 1 goal.
1 goal. And as we have Mr. Winnan just coming over here, probably on cue here. And I'll go through the Raptors scorers here as Jesse Winnan just makes his way to us to have a bit of a chat. Jesse Winnan with an outstanding second quarter with 8 goals in the second quarter. Ends up with 12 goals. Ryan Gaspari with 1 tonight. Dave Gow with 1. Nathan Twisk with 1. Blake Alford with 1. And Jared Hines with 2. And if you actually take the 2 up above all those, they end up with 12 as well. So, Jesse, outstanding game tonight. I mean, you were pumped for this game.
Yeah.
In the beginning, sorry, as I just take this off. That's really professional. Sorry, Marty, can I give you that? So I can actually talk to Jess. So, yeah, obviously we spoke before, and you were really pumped for this game, and you finished top. So you wanted to assert some authority and show the other teams that still would have played that they have a game up against them in the grand final series. The first quarter was interesting. 5-3. Okay, 5-3 down. So 5-3 down. We had an interesting first quarter at 5-3 down.
Yeah.
And then the Jesse Winnan show happened in the second.
Oh, Brighton definitely started strong in the first quarter and took made the most of their opportunities. But that second quarter, I could see that they were having outside shots and their guys were just sitting at the top. So as soon as the guy looked like he was shooting, I was taking a couple of steps.
We did say that Dylan was having an outstanding quarter.
He had a great quarter.
And you've played enough with him that you see like that and you just slough off the backside.
As soon as a guy looks like he's shooting, I take a couple of steps, and then as soon as we get the rebound, I'm at halfway, and then it's a one-on-one at the other end.
And we
did really well to get the rebounds off of Dylan as well.
Yeah, look, Dylan had an outstanding second term. Amazing amount of saves. Bogger was really good early.
He was on tonight. I spoke to him before the game, and he said he was previously an ice hockey goalie.
Yeah, well, we had that same conversation.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, and so I reckon tonight it wouldn't have mattered who was standing there. Those ones were getting right in the corners.
Yeah, no.
So I don't think too many of those were saved anyway.
As I said, your one-on-ones literally almost didn't make him move, and you were placing the ball where you wanted to place the ball. So
I was
really
due.
good.
I was due for a game where they hit the spot.
Really good. Really good second quarter. But the third quarter ebbed and flowed a little bit.
Yeah, they won the first quarter 2-1, so they definitely stemmed the flow.
Yep.
But they picked up on us breaking when they were shooting, so they had a guy sitting at the high post ready to cut that off.
Yep.
So they definitely switched on in the second half, but I think the lead was just
once it got out to
much.
that 5-goal lead, it sort of
it
went back to 4.
Yeah.
Then it went out to 6. It came back to 5. It stayed at 5 a lot.
So the last quarter, we just said we wanted to maintain the 5-goal buffer, so we weren't going to take any risks until it got under that, and then we'd go a little bit harder to get that buffer back. And as soon as it was at 5, we'd take our time in offense and just ice the game.
Yep. Well, team must be really pleased with that effort, and obviously straight into the grand final now.
Yep.
Which is always so a week off, and then we're into a 3-game grand final
you
series.
Could say
I
it's
believe.
a week off. Some of us have a 3-day camp.
Some of you have a 3-day. And just on that, how is the Aussie camp going? With the box, you excited to be a part of that again?
And I'm doing some of the fitness work, feeling good.
Well,
so
as I said, you look good coming down the field.
Yeah, well, tonight was the freshest I've ever felt in a game, and it's probably due to doing extra running, which I haven't done in the previous couple of years, probably since the last Aussie team. So
yeah. So you're enjoying it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And being an older bloke in this one, it's definitely going to be a bit more of a challenge with a lot of young guys putting their hands up.
And you've already got that experience.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that the difference between me and a kid who can do the same thing I can do is that I've got a bit more experience.
Yeah.
So,
well, you can't train for experience.
No,
unfortunately. And when you get in those situations, and as you say, you're finishing prowess at the moment. You're certainly putting your name up in lights.
Yeah. Well, I know the coaches have told me to work on more of an inside game, so I've been trying to get that.
You can't get any more inside than standing in front of a goalie.
Yeah, well, one-on-ones
and putting it there. But that's inside.
Yeah, but most of this season anyway, it's been more of an outside game and looking to pick off cutters as well.
Yep.
And now I've been working on trying to get inside and push inside my defender too, and working with guys like Dave and Ryan, and you get Blake and a couple of other boys in this team who set some pretty good picks.
They're good big bodies.
Yeah, you can get inside and get.
And then you get around those. The one here before where you sort of stepped around that blind screen.
Yeah.
And put it down to Bogger's left.
Yeah.
From out probably 15 metres. Yeah. He doesn't stand a chance of seeing that.
No.
Because he doesn't see the ball released.
Yeah, that's something I've been working on for a very long time, is shooting over screens and picking a spot and just hitting that spot and hoping the goalie isn't there.
Yep.
And so that seems to be working as well.
Yeah. And when you got those big guys in front of you, it makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I'm actually really excited for this Aussie campaign because there's a few massive blokes trying out for this team.
Yep.
And I'm thinking a few of them pushing blokes around in front of me is going to really help.
No, absolutely. All right, well, we appreciate your time. Congratulations tonight. Outstanding effort. And congratulations on, number one, making the grand final of the LSA indoor season, which is really taking leaps and bounds now.
Yeah, it's a great competition now.
And we wish you all the best for the Aussie team. You know what? You're a sneaky for me, mate. I'd have you in
still
there.
a lot of hard work to do.
Mate, I was lucky enough to coach you in 16, and I can tell you, you're a pleasure to coach. So, look, really appreciate your time here, and we thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you in the live feed of the ALN and LSA TV's live joint stream in
should
the
be
grand
good.
finals.
I'm looking forward to a 3-game series. So,
Who are you expecting to play?
I don't know. Burnside have got a few outs tomorrow night, so they're struggling a little bit. But 4-on-4, I don't know. It's a tough one. It'll be close, I reckon.
Yeah.
It'll be a close one.
I've got the Sea Devils.
Yeah, I reckon they'll get up 10-8.
10-8?
Yeah,
there
I'm
you go.
saying 10-8.
You heard it first here with Mr. Jesse Winnan. So we'll let you go and cool down, mate. We appreciate
worries.
your time. Outstanding to have a chat afterwards. And we'll see you in the next little bit in a
no
week.
worries.
And we hope you get 15 that day.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. All right, we'd like to thank Mr. Jesse Winnan. And thank you for joining in for our live stream here at the Blackwood Thunderdome. It's an absolutely beautiful night here in Adelaide. 37 degrees tomorrow. And we're looking forward to seeing what happens in the game tomorrow between the Sea Devils and the Grizzlies. So stay live, or stay tuned for our live stream tomorrow, where we'll be back doing it all over again. We appreciate you being a part of this ALN and LSA TV's live feed. And from myself, Tony Watts, and from Connor, and from all the guys behind Marty and Scotty Gill, who do a fantastic job, we'd like to say wish you the very best and have a lovely weekend. We'll see you live streamed in for tomorrow afternoon's big clash. So until then, have a great evening and bye for now.